He's Rick Neuheisel, former UCLA head coach, Pac-12 network analyst, and he joins us now. How are you, Rick?
I'm well, Dan, and you?
I'm great. The transition to TV.
The transition to TV and then the pregnant pause.
Well, give people an idea, because I think you see people who say, well, I can always do TV. Now you're doing it. Easier than you thought, harder than you thought?
More fascinating than I think folks would realize. As a head coach, you wear a headset, right? You're talking to people that aren't there next to you, so that's consistent. You got somebody telling you not to talk, or you've got to go to break. You've got 10 seconds to finish your thought, and things like that. But that kind of went in easy. But the idea of moving from one camera to another as you're talking and following where the red light is, that gets a little complicated. And just trying to make sure that your thoughts are within the 15-second time frame that you have.
Yeah, because you guys don't know how long 15 seconds is. Now, I do.
No, it takes a while to get that feeling of how long that really is.
It's Showdown Saturday, Pac-12 networks.
We prefer to use like a Big Daddy Don Garlett's Showdown Saturday. Can you do that for us?
It's Showdown Saturday.
That's what I'm talking about.
Pac-12 network.
There you go.
4
Big
games.
Daddy Don Garlett's Don the Snake Prudhomme.
I was a Cha-Cha Muldowney fan.
Oh, okay.
Shirley.
I like that.
I like Shirley. Okay, now let me run through this. Colorado, no chance against Oregon.
No. Oregon. A tune-up for Oregon as they get ready to come to L.A. for the A-list game, which, of course, you'll be part of.
Washington State at Stanford.
Interesting game because Mike Leach loves to throw it, doesn't even try to run the ball. And Stanford gave up a lot of yards to Arizona when they threw 69 passes. So I don't give the Cougars a lot of hope, but an interesting game to see if Stanford can cover them.
The Oregon State game against Washington is interesting.
Yeah, great game.
Yes.
And Oregon State has been a terrific team. Now, they're struggling a little bit when they're the favorite. They play terrifically when they've got the chip on their shoulder and no one believes that they're good enough. But this game's a spot where they should win because Washington's struggling because of their offensive line woes. Keith Price can't set his feet. But it'd be interesting to see if Oregon State has what it takes to stay unblemished.
Can USC still win the national title?
Yes, they can. Now, they need Notre Dame this week. It's interesting. If you're an Oregon State fan, you're probably rooting for Oklahoma. Because you get Oklahoma, you get Notre Dame out of the way. And now you can still run the table. If you're SC, you got to hope for Notre Dame. You need the one-loss Sooners to be behind you because currently they're not. And this is one of those marquee games. If Notre Dame wins, you get a chance to take on the Irish at season's conclusion. But SC better not be looking too far ahead. Arizona's pretty darn good.
Can Barkley still win the Heisman?
Yes. Yes, he's got enough stages left and certainly enough numbers to be racked up that he could still do it. And all you need is a bad performance by Kansas State and Colin Klein. And Manti Te'o is
he's not going to win it. Yeah,
it's hard for him to win it because his numbers are tough. But I think there's a little bit of a pushback by voters of all these inflated offensive numbers. You got 70 to 63, 6 teams in the Big 12 of 6 of the 10 teams in the Big 12 scored 50 points or more last week.
If Notre Dame runs the table, finish the sentence.
Alabama and Notre Dame, or SEC champion and Notre Dame,
guaranteed
the national championship game, huh?
Guaranteed.
They'd go. That'd be such a romantic pick for everybody involved.
But
I mean, Kansas State and Oregon would probably step aside.
But what if if K-State runs the table, Oregon runs the table, Notre Dame runs the table?
I think Notre Dame gets the nod. If you take Notre Dame out of that equation, I think Oregon goes back by K-State because of the backloaded strength of their schedule. I think Oregon's November is going to be a tough one.
We're talking to Rick Neuheisel, Pac-12 network analyst, former UCLA head coach. What would you do, or what would you have done? I mean, we can play armchair quarterback here.
It's what we do.
So, they knew something was up. And then all of a sudden, you've cut ties with him. Well, he's back on campus, and now he's involved in 10 pounds of marijuana. Now, what do you? Now, do you say now is when he needs my help, or do you say I'm running as far away from him as I can?
No, I think they feel like they gave him a chance when he returned to school. I would be surprised if he's allowed to remain on campus. I don't think it'll be Les Miles that'll be administering the discipline here. I think it'll be the university that'll just dismiss him, and he'll have to find another way. And hopefully he does, because he's a hugely talented young man. But obviously he's made some really poor decisions.
Yeah, you can't take a chance on him. You certainly can in college.
He's in harm's way for a little while. I mean, and you just got to hope that he can figure it out.
What'd you play the last time you were on?
We did a little Bobby McGee. And, as I thought about it, I thought back. I go, you know what? I almost tried to sound like a musician last time. And I don't want to do that again. But there is a musical interlude that I've got prepared for you here, Dan. And it's good that we were talking about the national championship and who in fact would be in the title game. So I've got just a couple of ditties here who I think are going to play for this championship. Is that fine with you?
Do you want me to sing with you? Because I would prefer to just be...
I want you to be kind of just in the audience, kind of feeling it.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Now, am I moving with it, or do I have my cell phone
You're going to sit back. You're going to give that just unadulterated Dan Patrick kind of giggle where your one hand goes up to your lips where you just try to suppress the laughter.
Okay.
All right. This is who I'm picking to be in the national championship game, at least at this point. And the first song is was written by the vaunted band Leonard Skinner. Okay.
Okay. Let me
I've changed the words a little, so you're just going to have to go with me here. Okay.
But let me give you the formal introduction.
Okay.
He's Rick Neuheisel, former UCLA head coach, Pac-12 network football analyst, and a former USFL great. Ladies and gentlemen, Rick Neuheisel.
Crimson tide is rolling, undefeated once again. I hope Neil Young will remember he can't coach like Nick Saban. Sweet home Alabama, you make teams look black and blue. Sweet home Alabama, Danny Patrick's buying you. That'll be one team in the playoffs. Now I gotta give you the other team.
Get Freebird!
What song is it you want to hear?
No, every time I saw Skinner twice, and they came out on stage, and you'd have some idiot going Freebird, like they were going to forget to play Freebird.
That's too good.
All right, here we go.
All right, here's the other finalist.
Okay.
Now, it bears mentioning. You remember where Animal House was filmed, right?
In Eugene, Oregon.
Thank you very much. So here we go. Let me tell you about a team with bling. They got feathers and they're gold and green. When you play them, you are out of luck. Chip Kelly, Phil Knight, and a duck. Hit it, Dan. Oregon Ducks. Oregon Ducks.
Wow.
Oregon Ducks. Darn it, Greg. You're not even going to try, Oregon Ducks.
Wow.
Good night, Los Angeles.
Wow. Wow.
That's all I got for you today, brother.
Hey, dude. Good to talk to you. Have fun this weekend, and we'll talk to you soon.
I look forward to it.
Well done. All right. Rick Neuheisel, Pac-12 network analyst.